From a mythic already getting removed to a hidden change nobody noticed, these are 30 things secretly removed in Fortnite Season 2. We can basically fly anywhere we want now, so it's not surprising that teleporting is gone. The manholes that let us escape vaults, rotate, or catch enemies by surprise have straight up vanished. With that in mind, it also means a huge collab has disappeared, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are nowhere to be found. We expected Fortnite to delete their mythics and stuff, but they even went through the trouble of collapsing their POI. If you try and go here, it's full of rubble. Something we're happy to see removed is finally gone after a year. You might have noticed that supply drops are back in Fortnite and you can summon them around the map, which means their arch nemesis had to be cut. Yeah, supply caches are no more. Fans clearly prefer the supply drops, and exactly 1 year to the day, Fortnite pulled the trigger. While that was secretly removed, nobody realizes an item was secretly in-game. For anyone who prefers Team Rumble, they loaded into the new season, opened a supply drop, and got rewarded with the Chains of Hades. This hidden mythic was only available for a short amount of time, and most of us never even knew. It wasn't long until Fortnite also realized and got rid of them as fast as possible. But there was a huge change to the Battle Pass that no one really noticed. Last season, for the first time ever, we had cars in the pass, allowing us to use them in BR or rocket racing. Usually, when Fortnite makes a change like this, it's sticking around, but if you look at the Season 2 pass, you won't find a single vehicle. Instead, they handed us instruments. While that change might be good news to some people, everyone is confused about a hidden removal at the yacht. It's always nice to see this POI sticking around, but when you actually land here, the henchmen have been deleted. There's no key cards to grab, making this vault totally useless. Maybe Fortnite saving it for the return of Midas. Here's the thing, even miniature vaults are gone. Safes have disappeared from Fortnite, so if you're in the mood for a gold grind, tough luck. Well, unless you drop at Snooty Steps. For some reason, this is the only POI where safes appear, so now you have the advantage, especially now that Petergriffin is gone. Yeah, his NPC is missing, but that also means you can't grab a medallion from Peter. As we'd expect, all the previous bosses are now gone from Fortnite, but that's not all. They also removed the cameras and turrets that would attack you at this place. While medallions are still around, Fortnite changed them with unique abilities, so say goodbye to that sweet health regen. Now, I mentioned earlier that manholes have vanished, but at least there's another way to teleport around, right? Well, as I was in the middle of making this video, Fortnite disabled porta potties and dumpsters out of nowhere. They didn't tell anyone about it, and some fans think it has to do with an Icarus Wings glitch. And if you're the kind of player to build your own weapon, you might have realized that something is missing. One of the most popular attachments, the 2x scope. It was so useful. Now we're playing the new season only for it to vanish. Instead, this has been replaced by the new thermal sight, which is a pretty good replacement, I'll be honest. That's unlike vending machines, which Fortnite did dirty. Last season, every time you landed somewhere, a vending machine would always spawn. You never had to worry about it. Well, that's until now. Since the update, it's totally random, meaning your favorite spot just got a little worse. Not to mention, Fortnite also did this to the mending machines. Now there's only a tiny chance you'll find one, so for all you healing addicts, sorry to break the news. There's another secret change that has baffled players. Cameras can still be found at some of the smaller society vaults around the map, but they're actually different. Now if you're spotted by them, they'll mark you for everyone to see. It's basically like a flare gun, so people could spot you from hundreds of meters away. Note to self, next time you see a camera, shoot it. You won't see one at Ritzy Rivera though, because the entire place is gone. This huge POI has been crushed by the underworld. There's basically nothing left except for these pieces, which are being dragged into the ground by roots. It's kinda ominous. The underworld has also destroyed this forecast tower from last season. Sounds like a minor change until you realize there's only 5 left. You won't be able to turn invisible either, because the EMP stealth camo has been deleted along with Snake's cardboard box. In fact, both these items will probably never return as they were part of the Metal Gear Solid collab, which has no place in Season 2. A crossover we weren't expecting to vanish was Lego. Right now, players have discovered that the new Obby Fun and Raft Survival modes are nowhere to be found. This blew our mind when they got at it. We had no idea Lego creative maps were on the way, and to see them missing in Season 2, it kinda sucks. Don't worry though, this is probably temporary, I hope. A change that will benefit players has secretly appeared at Snooty Steps. Last update, we could zoom around on the light strings, but if you fell, back to the lobby for you. Now Fortnite has removed fall damage from these grind rails, making it way easier and safer to get around. Players will also be happy to see that ballistic shields are gone. When we first saw these in the Chapter 5 trailer, it blew our minds. The idea of protecting yourself and shooting was awesome, especially for zero build players. If only we realized just how infuriating they could be. Half of the fanbase loved these, the others hated it, which is kinda symbolic considering each fight with them, it was totally one-sided. Another controversial item was the Striker AR. This was a new version of the SCAR that confused everyone last season. We all thought it was the OG rifle from a distance, only to get close and be greeted with this. Definitely a head turner, and now you won't have to worry about this problem in Season 2, cause it is gone. Now all these weapons have vanished, but only one consumable has been removed this update, and it's for an insane reason. You'll probably never realize this, but bananas are no longer in Fortnite. Okay, it's not like any of us will miss it, except they will be returning with a twist. Soon, a banana of the gods will appear on the map, giving a super jump and unlimited sprint. Another feature that's been replaced are bounty boards. As we know, they were originally just a way to grab some extra gold, but now they've been swapped out for the first time in 2 years. Instead, we have shadow briefings, which are immediately cooler. I'm definitely surprised to learn that a useful weapon has been vaulted for no reason. The Anvil rocket launcher was perfect for taking on the SUV or whiplashes, and even though these are still in the game, the Anvil is not. Pretty weird, especially considering you can now summon cars at the shadow briefings. So it really feels like the Anvil could be a helpful tool. Imagine if they let us fire at the Icarus Mythic too, it'd be awesome. The last thing I expected Fortnite to change was Kratos. Since he released over 3 years ago, Epic has left him untouched, and now all of a sudden, when a Greek god season appears, they changed his face from brooding to straight up angry. Is this an Easter egg, or is God of War Part 2 happening? If he does come back to slaughter some of our Battle Pass characters, he won't be able to use a lock-on pistol. I mean, it's not really Kratos' style, but if it's yours, you might want a different strategy. This was a Chapter 4 weapon that came back last season, except it wasn't moddable and felt out of place, so naturally, Fortnite waved it goodbye. I wasn't expecting the Society's weapons to also vanish though. The Hyper SMG was pretty popular last season, and even though Valyria is gone, we only thought our Mythic would disappear, not the entire weapon. It has been replaced by the Harbinger SMG though, so the power to spray and pray, it's not going anywhere. This also includes the Enforcer AR. Yeah, it wasn't nearly as powerful as other items, which is probably why it's on the chopping block. For anyone who loaded up Season 2 and did not play Battle Royale, totally judging you, but that's not important. It turns out creative players haven't been getting any XP for the past 3 days. This also applies to anyone who likes LEGO Fortnite or Rocket Racing or Festival. Epic accidentally turned off playtime XP this whole time and only enabled it yesterday, so if you wanted to level up, you had to play Battle Royale. Pretty crazy, but I'm definitely not surprised that the grapple blade hasn't made it. Now we have Wings of Icarus. It's not exactly a fair comparison, one is so much better than the other. Most players agree, and that's why the grapple blade won't be missed that much. In fact, tons of people never realized it was gone. If you like this item, let me know in the comments if the Icarus wings are a good replacement. But another controversial item is the business turret. For some reason, they brought this back midway through last season, and the response was interesting. Noobs absolutely loved it, and that's exactly why the rest of us were not fans. Luckily, there are way cooler items this season to play with, making the turret perfect for removal. Players were definitely shocked though when they logged in and realized their outfit was disabled. Anyone using Jack Skellington had a random surprise learning he was blacklisted for no reason. For over 24 hours, they were banned from using their own skin, and Fortnite still hasn't said why. I think we could all agree it was a good idea to remove Crash Pad Juniors though. Easily one of the most hated items of Chapter 5, and we're only 3 months in. When they got vaulted last season, people were shocked because we already gave our opinion on this back in Chapter 4. Seems like Fortnite finally got the hint and didn't carry them over to Season 2. Although, rumor has it they're working on another junior item, so maybe this is the start of something so much deeper. That's everything secretly removed of Fortnite Season 2. Thank you guys so much for 6 million subscribers. Hope you enjoyed. It's been Tommy, and keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.